Again, please pause it, work it out, listen to my explanation, see how you did. And there will be a second problem for you to do. I love this question because it's the same thing you guys ask all the time. Hey, what's my grade? Well, what you do is you take the number of questions, in this case it's 80, that's your denominator because that's what makes it one whole. That's what makes it 100, okay? So if you got 45 correctly, that's how many you got out of 100. So you have 45 out of 100, okay? So that looks like a fraction, and it's also a ratio. It's 45 good ones out of 80 total, okay? There's really a couple ways of doing this, but since we're big when it comes to doing proportions, I'm going to show you how doing it as a proportion it works. If you have a calculator, you really just divide 45 by 80 and that's what you get, but most tests you're not allowed to use a calculator, so you do this. Look, 45 out of 100, out of 80 is the same as something out of 100%, because 80 is 100%, okay? So you would multiply 45 times 100 and then divide it by 80, and that should give you the answer. Okay. Like I told you many times, please simplify things. It gets easier when you do. So that's another way to do this. You could simplify 45, you can divide it by 5, and you get 9. In 80, you can divide it by 5 also, and you get 16. Okay, so we don't use this anymore. We use the 9 over 16, and now I can just multiply 9 times 100, and that is 900. Okay. And then you divide it by 16. And that gives me 56.25, which is 56.25%. Okay. The other way that you could have done this, okay, once you have 45 over 80, you simplify, you end up with 9/16, okay, and then you put 16 and divide it. And look, it looks pretty much like the other one, doesn't it? So that's another way to do it. Okay. Now go ahead and work on the next problem.